Jeremiyah Love puts on a show at the Combine, following the heels of two spectacular seasons at Notre Dame, where he's been well over 1,000 yards and shows everything that you want to see. But when you see a guy at his size, he came in at 212 pounds, run a 4.37 on top of what you saw from tape. Where would you rank him in terms of as a top 5 prospect in this draft class?
I think he is the best offensive player in this draft class. I think you've got some other, obviously a couple of receivers there. And even Fernando Mendoza, I understand the positional value. But I think Love, I understand the arguments of where we're comparing him, to say Ashton Ginty last year, or even some of these other elite prospects we've had recently, Bijan Robinson, Saquon Barkley, those guys. I think he is at least in that class, and we could argue where he's ranked among those guys. I think he's the best offensive player. I think you could argue he is the best player overall in this draft. And there's some really good candidates. I absolutely love Caleb Downs. We can get into that on the safety position value too. But I think you could argue he's the best player in this class. And, obviously if quarterbacks weren't what they were, and, the New York Jets tagging Breece Hall, they have some other needs. But it wouldn't shock me to see Love go as high as third overall with as talented as he is.